Hey there, party people. I'm Alex, the Whyzer Owl, and today I want to talk about situational play. Whenever I've been posting videos to Reddit, I've been asking people what they want to see me talk about, and something that's come up a few times has been situational play. Now that's a pretty big topic to think about because there's so many different situations that could happen to you on the course, and everybody plays differently. So how I handle a situation could be very different than how you handle it. So in today's video, instead of running through the countless situations that you can come across, I'm going to give you 4 factors that are going to determine how you should handle every situation. So, this week's Whyzer words are: when you're in a situation, think about your toes. This little piggy went to Daisy, and this little piggy went to Devon's. This little piggy went to Maple Hill. No, not those toes. TOES is an acronym for time, opponent, environment, and skill set, which are the 4 factors that I want you to keep in mind when you're approaching your lie on how you want to handle this next shot. So let's break these down, starting with time. Time can mean 3 different things. It can be, where in your round are you? Some people are more risk adverse at the beginning of a round because they don't want to start off in the hole. Or they might want to take more chances at the beginning of a round because they have more time to make up for it. That's something that you have to figure out on your own that's really based on your game. Secondly, it could be time being your enemy. How much time do you have left? Are you down a few strokes with only 3 holes left to play? Well, you might want to start taking more risks now because it's now or never. And lastly, time can be, where in a tournament are you? If you're playing a multi-round tournament, you're going to play round 1 a lot differently than you're going to play round 2. Being on the chase card at the last round, you're going to probably want to make up strokes as quickly as you can. You're not going to play as conservatively as you did on day 1. Or if you're on the lead card, you might want to play a little bit differently and not take as many risks and not do something stupid to shoot yourself in the foot. All of these times are either going to work independently or in conjunction with one another. Knowing what time you're at in the round or in the tournament is going to help you better understand when you need to push and when you need to be a little bit more conservative. The O relates to opponents. Knowing where you are in comparison to the field or your card mates is going to definitely dictate how you handle every situation. If you're down by a lot of strokes, you're going to want to play more aggressively than you would if you're right in the thick of things. But this isn't just about score. This is also about lies. Because it's an old golf adage that you're playing against the course and not other people. But in a tournament, you kind of are. So knowing where the people who you're playing against are can help you in how you're going to handle your next shot. For instance, if the guy that you're jockeying with for position just went OB on an aggressive throw, you might be way better off taking that really easy layup shot that's going to be safe and just taking the stroke that he's handing you. But of course, timing could make that a lot differently, and you might want to go for the throat here. But that's a timing thing. In my opinion, there's no better way to learn how to play against your opponent than to learn how to play match play. I'll do an entire separate video on playing match play, but that is a great way to understand situational golf. I cannot stress that enough. E is for your environment. What's going on around you? How's your footing? Is there anything that's going to obstruct your reach back or your follow through? Are you throwing uphill or downhill? Is where you're trying to land going to put you in a position to possibly roll away? What's the weather doing? Is it raining or snowing? All of these things are going to influence the way that you need to play a hole, and they can sort of trump everything else. Arguably the most important part of this is the S for your own skill set, because you're going to need to put yourself in situations that best suit you. For instance, if you're really good at doing flick up shots and that's a strength in your game, you're going to want to make sure that you're leaving your drives in a place that you have that nice flick window to use. Conversely, you want to hide your weaknesses as much as possible. For me personally, I'm a horrible straddle putter, and if I go long on my approach shot on hole 4 at Daisy, I'm in tree jail. That's a bad place for me to be because I probably have to step out and around a tree. I'd much rather leave myself short and have a nice staggered putt that I have a higher chance of converting than going long. That's putting yourself in a good situation. So a quick review before I leave you. The toes of a situation is time, opponent, environment, and skill set. If you can remember those 4 facets, it's going to make you a much better situational player. Hopefully you're finding these videos helpful if you're an AM2 or AM3 player, or even better than that. These are always good review topics. If you're enjoying these things, give me a like, give me a subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Whyzer, and always comment what you want to see. I do listen to your feedback. Trust me, I do.